All right, guys, welcome back to the ALGS channel. Hope you guys are all doing well and having a great day so far. A good bit to dive into and discuss in today's video. Honestly, gonna have to keep it a little bit short though. My head is pounding, and as you can tell by my voice, I am a little bit sick as well. So unfortunate stuff, but you know, we get through it. I don't know why. I feel like I'm always sick, man. I've got like the worst immune system in the entire world, and I take vitamins and I do all this other stuff, and I get outside and I touch grass, and it still ain't working, man. So I don't know, but here we go. Let's dive into and discuss what's happening in the world of ALGS right now. Of course, like the video, subscribe to the channel if you want to stay up to date. And first, I wanted to make mention of the Oversight Pro Series Block 1 winner. It's hard to even really start reporting this stuff anymore. I mean, I need content to talk about, so it's something, I guess, but 3 teams not showing up, it really just makes it chalked at the end of the day. And this is Moist Esports taking the win, but it's not Moist, of course, and they've got their little disguise logo as well. Really love the way they're playing this off, but this was Group B versus D. Then you've got Reject Winity in second, Cloud9 in third, Aurora in fourth, and back-to-back South American teams in fifth and sixth with Geared Gaming and BR Demons. Also in Group 2 or Block 2, you've got Group A versus C. Dark Zero taking it again, and of course this is no surprise here. We know Dark Zero is capable of winning, and they do it quite often. So this is Dark Zero in first, Heaven in second, Oxygen Esports in third. And by the way, stay tuned, we are going to be having someone from Oxygen Esports in an exclusive interview in the next couple of weeks here before LAN, so stay tuned there. Boogie Borders in fourth and LG in fifth. Also wanted to make mention Team Liquid. Of course, yesterday we made mention that Legacy had been signed to Team Liquid, more than likely. At least the ALGS Battlefy receipts or transactions page had showed Legacy changed their name from Legacy to Liquid Alienware. So it looks like Liquid's going to be partnering up with Alienware, of course, to make this change happen, or maybe like a double whammy, a double sponsor here so that they can actually sign this team. Very excited. Of course, Legacy deserves it, but then Team Liquid kind of further hinted it that they're getting back into Apex with saying, you know, Mozambique here, of course. So like, we really know the direction they're going at this point. And honestly, at the end of the day, we're pretty glad to see it as well. Also wanted to mention some news coming from Alliance and one of their players as well. So to start it off, Alliance started the day by updating their branding, which is really weird because the Alliance logo has been very recognizable. You know it, you've seen it, it's been around for quite some time. They have completely rebranded, and honestly, if it was always this way, I would say it looks dope. But comparing it to the old one, I kind of do like the old one a little bit better, but that's the way that it always goes. Anytime I've tried to change logos, people just hate it because they really like the OG stuff at the end of the day. But a lot of people are also saying, you know, I can't unsee the Atari logo either, which I totally get. But also wanted to mention about one of their players. Of course, we've been following the story of Effect. He's been battling with his visas, and sadly he did get rejected and declined just a couple of days ago. But the good news is they did have another appointment, and that appointment went well. He posted earlier today that his USA visa has now gotten approved. So big shout out to the agent that let it happen. Of course, there's been some trouble. We've had issues with the visas going through, and some of them are not going through at all. Coaches are having an issue because they're not being taken seriously. Honestly, the Apex players in general are not being taken seriously when it comes to this immigration team. So really sucks that we're having issues, but all in all, there are ways to get around it, and it seems like for the most part we are getting around those, and I'm glad that Effect could be there, and I'm glad that his visa did get approved. Now also, got to make mention of the Battlefy update. We had the actual results come through for Pro League qualifier last night, and if you missed these games, then you missed some upsets. But North America, to start it off, basically had Tripods not making it. This was probably the big one, and of course there were a couple others as well. Status Quo did not make it, Weave did not make it, Ping Wingman, Cactus Coolin, also known as Board, No Name, which obviously won one of the challenger circuits as well. Team Redeem with Z Davis, Golden, and Fearless, James Fearless, and Tripods, probably the biggest one here, not making it. This was a big one because I think all of us had the Tripods at least winning in the winners round 1, right? This is the round that they had to play with all the challenger circuit players that didn't get top 2, right? So this was supposed to be the easier side of things, I guess you could say, because elimination round 1 is going to have former Pro League teams in there and the bottom of winners round 2 as well. So gonna really suck there. But hoping at the end of the day, we do get some better results in the next coming, because obviously Tripods is not completely out yet. Neither is Puck Yeah Bud, but these guys basically just got sent down to the losers bracket, and so elimination round 1 will be upcoming in the next couple of days. Also wanted to make mention the teams that did go into the next round: No Limits, LMAO, Brown, ICBM, the boys. Obviously, you guys know Forelli Boy. There's been a lot of talk with him in the last couple of weeks. Womp Womp with Dom2 Crack. This one was good to see. Team Unleashed with Smexy, NGNL, as well with J-Trip, Stompez, and Davis Wave. Stallions with Alberlelli, Retzi as well. So I'm really excited about these teams doing a very good job. And honestly, Mac has been so consistent, unbelievably consistent. Not only is Stallion just placing in the top 3, it seems like in almost every CC final, but then you go into Pro League final and it seems like every time I look at the stats, he's got the most damage as well. He's doing a phenomenal job, at least in this semi-pro circuit. I know it's not peak Mac, I know it's not Pro League, obviously, and you know, people have their opinions, but the guy is playing pretty lights out, I think, and very consistent inside of the challenger circuit scene in the Pro League qualifiers as well. So we'll see how he does against the former Pro League teams. And then obviously one of the challenger circuit winners as well, I just call them beer goats because it's just easier to read, but they played lights out as well. 89 points, and honestly it was just not even that close. I mean, these guys were up by nearly 15 points by everyone else, and honestly after second place at Stallions, it was getting into the 20s. These guys were just really consistent on the night. Also in the EMEA region, you did have Taishin also getting sent down to the losers bracket as well, and they had 9 kills and their teammate only had 1. Now the damage was still, I guess, somewhat decent, but nonetheless, this is really not even the end of the world. It's not even that big of a deal. Obviously these guys that are getting sent down to the losers bracket, there's another chance. No one's out of it yet. Tripods are still in it, but there's basically coming a day where somebody's getting sent home, and it's coming soon, and Tripods are not putting themselves in the best position to succeed. So really hope that we get some better results here in the coming days. Now, I also wanted to mention a little bit of an update from something I heard. So the FaZe team basically disbanded, and so it turns out that 23 challenger circuit teams were implemented into the system because the FaZe spot no longer exists, it seems. So maybe there's going to be no reconciling or figuring things out or moving on with a new roster and keeping the spot. It seems like they might just chalk it up and start from scratch. But as I've been told, there were now 23 teams from challenger circuit, and the FaZe spot has been disqualified because it was disbanded. Let me know what you guys are thinking about all the topics down in the comment section below. Of course, like the video and subscribe to the channel if you guys want to stay up to date with all things inside of the world of Apex Legends esports news. Once again, sorry for the shorter video. Your boy is so sick and my voice is killing me. My throat hurts, my head hurts, and I've got to go take some rest. But until the next time, we will see you all later, Gators.